EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Chicago Bears. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, Titans.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Down the right sideline. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards there on a first down. That's quite a way to start this football game on the ground right away. They're almost near midfield.
And that run, whether you're for this team or against them, it brings you out of your seat, doesn't it? Because that's an exciting way to get things rolling. Now you got to hunker down on defense and not permit another first down run.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 right at the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Swift, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
11.
Off play action, Fields. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Bears are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. That is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take a move.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Hey, Ken. Press, left straight. Alpha. West straight, pitch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Angel. One straight. No mud. Sit high.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after here coming up. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Bears 7.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here we go, son.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. Being chased out left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
27 yards.
One play action. Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. There he goes, right side. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Greedy Williams picks it off. Inside the 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
33. Bears 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 25.
Back to throw. Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Angel.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields. Dancing to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
46-yard line.
On the option left is Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go, son.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
73! 73!
This is Swift on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Hurts. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front,
just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from and all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On the option to give to Swift here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this time.
And now the rookie's free. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.